Hello, this is Mr. Young, and welcome to Lesson 3.8, Vaporization and Condensation. Before we begin, please take out something to write with and something to write on. You'll find these notes helpful on assignments, labs, and assessments. By the end of this lesson, you should be able to identify a phase change as either endothermic or exothermic, and you should be able to define and use the following vocabulary: vaporization, heat of vaporization, evaporation, vapor pressure, condensation, sublimation, deposition. The phase change in which a substance changes from a liquid into a gas is vaporization. Vaporization is an endothermic process. 1 gram of water gains 2,261 joules of energy when it vaporizes. This amount of energy is the heat of vaporization for water. The heat of vaporization varies from substance to substance. In a refrigerator, phase changes keep the food cold. Energy from inside the food compartment is used to change a liquid into a gas in the evaporator. Energy is released when the compressed gas changes back to a liquid in the condenser. During these phase changes, energy flows from the inside of the refrigerator to the outside. After a rain shower on a sunny, warm day, you may notice puddles of water. After a few hours, the puddles may be gone due to evaporation. Evaporation changes a substance from liquid to a gas at temperatures below the substance's boiling point. The water level in a bird bath decreases over time. Some molecules near the surface are moving fast enough to escape the liquid and become water vapor. The greater the surface area of the container, the faster the water evaporates. Evaporation takes place at the surface of a liquid and occurs at temperatures below boiling point. When water evaporates in a closed container, water vapor collects above the liquid. The pressure is caused by the collision of the vapor and the walls of the container. This is called vapor pressure. Vapor pressure of water increases as temperature increases. At higher temperatures, more water molecules have enough kinetic energy to overcome the attraction of other molecules in the liquid. As you heat a pot of water, both the temperature and the vapor pressure of the water increase. At 100 degrees Celsius, some molecules below the surface have enough kinetic energy to overcome the attraction of the neighboring molecules. Because the water vapor is less dense than the liquid water, the bubbles quickly rise to the surface. When vapor pressure becomes equal to atmospheric pressure, water boils. The temperature at which water boils is the boiling point of water. Boiling takes place throughout a liquid. The boiling point of a substance depends on the atmospheric pressure. The normal boiling point of water at sea level is 100 degrees Celsius. At higher elevations, the atmospheric pressure is lower, so the boiling point of water is lower than 100 degrees Celsius. Condensation is the phase change in which a substance changes from a gas or vapor to a liquid. Condensation is an exothermic process. Condensation is responsible for morning dew and the fog that forms on a mirror when you take a shower. Where does the name dry ice come from? Dry ice is the common name for a solid form of carbon dioxide. Solid carbon dioxide does not form a liquid as its temperature rises. At room temperature, dry ice can directly change from a solid to a colorless gas. Sublimation is the phase change in which a substance changes from solid to a gas or vapor without changing into a liquid first. Sublimation is an endothermic change. As dry ice sublimes, the cold carbon dioxide vapor causes water vapor in the air to condense and form clouds. When a gas or vapor changes directly to a solid without changing into a liquid first, the phase change is called deposition. This exothermic phase change is the reverse of sublimation. Deposition causes frost to form on windows. When water vapor in the air comes in contact with a cold window glass, water vapor loses enough kinetic energy to change directly from a gas to a solid. By now, you should be able to identify a phase change as either endothermic or exothermic, and you should be able to define and use the following vocabulary words: vaporization, heat of vaporization, evaporation, vapor pressure, condensation, sublimation, and deposition. We hope you enjoyed our lesson.